Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the free monthly readings. We're going to be doing July's reading in a minute. I like to go over everything in the beginning so I don't have to constantly repeat myself during the readings. I want everybody to pick a color before we start. That's one thing I want to make sure that we color. The second thing is the court cards when they come up in the reading, the ones that are people. They're not necessarily a gender assigned. So a queen could be a male, female, whoever. I will refer to them as he as a king or knight and she as a queen. But really it doesn't have to be a male or female, especially in these general readings. We're going to be using my Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the tarot portion of this spread. And then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my own creation. I have lots of tools available for spiritual growth, including these adult coloring books. And if you're trying to learn tarot, you can pick up my book, Tarot in the Modern World, which is all linked below. I want to get to something really quick because, as you noticed, I have two tarot Rock and Roll Tarot decks here. This is the first edition. This is the one that I've been selling through the print on demand, and it's still going to be available. I'm not doing away with it, and actually the changes are not that, there's not a lot of big changes. One of the big changes is in the second edition. It has this box. The new edition has the real nice box, and it opens up, you know, like this, and the cards are inside. The cards are very slightly different sized, but not noticeably so. You know, tiny bit smaller, but a little bit wider. I changed a few things. I didn't change any of the words. So if you have the first edition deck, you're good. It's not obsolete by any means. I changed a little bit of the background colors on the sword cards, and I changed. One card didn't have its name on it, the Four of Swords. So I did change. That's the only card that the text was changed on. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. But it was the Four and the Swords. I did change the colors a little slightly. Here's the same card from one and the other. So I toned down the colors a little bit on the Cups card, and I changed the background color a little bit on the Swords cards, because the Swords were looking too close to the Major Arcana. So it did have this kind of rainbow thing, so I put like a little bit of a darker background in. But otherwise, I mean, all the keywords are the same. Again, if you have the first deck, it's not going to be obsolete. And there's going to be many versions of this deck to come. I want to do a monochromatic, and I want to do a, I want to do several versions, a neat day glow one. The thing is, now that I have this new deck, I'm doing a Kickstarter. I want this to be available on Amazon. Many of you were saying that you couldn't get the deck because they were charging like $50 or more to ship it overseas. So I've started a Kickstarter, and it's going to be this new version of the deck, and it's going to be available on Amazon with shipping overseas. I redesigned the box. It's got some things on the side and that. And it'll be Amazon shipping. It's going to be better for everybody. You won't have to wait. I've done this Kickstarter, and it's I've made some really cool custom merch that's going to be incentives only for Kickstarter donators. It's a concert ticket, a backstage pass, and a laminated VIP All Access pass. These are only available through specific donations through Kickstarter and won't be available for sale any other way. This is to show my appreciation. I'd planned on doing the readings with the newer deck for this month. That's why the readings are late getting up. I was waiting on the shipping. But there was a problem, and one of the sheets came out all black. But luckily the printer corrected it right away, and the sheet's on its way. I'm starting it's coming tomorrow. But I got to start the readings. We're getting way behind here. So some of you will have the reading of July done with the first edition box or deck. And many of you will have it done with the second edition, but I'm going to go ahead and start it now. I won't use this deck because there's some cards that are missing at this time. The other thing, this box is a big improvement. And look how big this box is. It never really kind of fit right. These are the same amount of cards, and look how much more compact and solid it is. You know, it's a little bit better quality. The card stock is a little thicker, but I don't really notice a huge difference in the thickness of the cards. They're pretty comparable, but technically this new deck is a thicker cardboard and it's coated, but it looks like these are coated too. So I've rattled on enough. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Some of the readings are going to have this deck and some are going to have the other, and that's the reason why. And please stop over to that Kickstarter page and check it out if you can. I appreciate your support. Also, I'm open for readings. I'll be doing the soul readings are available. These are deep readings, These are based on your chart. It's very, very much in past lives, but it's also like at a karmic level, what you're doing in this life, why you've incarnated, all these sorts of things. If you don't get your message from your sun sign reading, be sure to check out your rising sign and moon. These readings are meant to empower you. While we're doing the readings, I want you to look at the words as well. Hold up all the cards, freeze them. If something stands out to you, if something morphs and it looks like it's saying something other than what the actual word is, allow that to happen. This is empowerment tarot. These cards will talk to you. Let them talk to you. That is how you can get a message that's strictly for you and beyond just a general reading for everybody. Okay, I think I've rattled on enough. Without further ado, on to the July readings. Hi Scorpio, thanks for joining me for July. We're going to be using the first edition deck for you guys, even though I have the second edition box out here. I'm still waiting on the mail to run. The remaining cards are coming today. So, okay, that's out of the way. Let's get into it. What's going on for Scorpio in July? I'll tell you one thing. Let's get these cards out. One thing that's going on is Mars has been retrograde in Scorpio for quite a while here. And it's like the end of June, the very last days of June, Mars finally goes direct in your sign. So that's going to put a shift in the energy for you guys for sure. Let's see here. Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. July 2016. Scorpio. July. Need one more card for Scorpio. There it is. Well, you know, this seems kind of be like a theme that's running through the readings that I've done so far about, you know, it's one way or the other, you know. Hanging on to the past is not going to work out here. Well, you have some great cards. You have Sun and World in the spread before anybody gets pissed and says, "Oh, this reading sucks. I'm out of here." No. You have Sun and World, but we got to address some of this stuff here because the central card here is the Five of Cups, right? Five of Cups is looking at the spilled cups, looking at what went wrong, looking at the past. Next to Devil is even more intense because it's being in bondage. So it's being in bondage to the past and not being willing to grow or change is the obstacle towards the world, which is, you know, achieving the world, which is achieving everything you ever wanted and then some. Best card in the deck. Sun and World are one of the two best cards in the whole deck. It's clear though with the Devil here, it leads to this. And Six of Rods in reverse is not achieving what you want. Not being, because this way it's, oh, I'm the hero, I get promoted, I get moved forward, I get chosen, I'm the best. In reverse it's not. But in half the times it's like, I'm feeling like it's connected to this. This is what happened in the past. So in the past you didn't get picked, you didn't get the job, you didn't get whatever you wanted, right? Okay, that happens for everybody. And so don't be in bondage to that, therefore, because there's some magnificent energy pulling in. And if you keep thinking about how it went wrong, you're going to be stuck in that cycle of energetic vibration, and things will continue to go wrong. You know, it's like what they say, when you get out of bed, when you stub your toe in the morning, and your whole day's messed up, right? So you got to get up on the right side of the bed. And be more like the Fool, who is so open. Fool is open. He's ready for anything. He has no baggage. This is his baggage. He's not carrying around baggage. This Devil is very much carrying around this baggage. And this card is about, you know, focusing on the past and all this bad stuff, you know. Not looking at the glasses that are full. Looking at the, you know, the glass, you could look at it, the glass half empty, the glass half full. It's the spilled cups and the full cups. He's got his back totally turned on the full cups. So it's about waking up, looking around at what is good, because there's lots that's good here, lots. Oh, by the way, if you pick that color, you may want to focus your attention on where that color appears in the card, but don't limit it to only where the color appears, because anything that draws you in, and if it looks like it says something else, you know, really go with that and let it happen. The other thing about this is, this could be a recycled kind of opportunity. Like, this could be something that actually didn't go right for you. Like, maybe you try to get a job at this specific company and you didn't get it. So then it's like, well, they suck. I'm never going to get the job there, blah, blah, blah. I heard they're hiring again, but I'm not going to go try that again. Or you submitted your, your screenplay or your book, idea to somebody and they rejected you. And you're like, well, they already rejected me, over and done with. That's the way it is, getting stuck in these absolutes. Then so it shall be. I think there's an opportunity for change, a big change from how things have gone in the past. There's a big new opportunity. The Fool and these two are kind of just both looking together. They're looking off in the same direction. So the Fool is saying, being of open heart, give it a shot, give it a chance. Against all odds, it could happen. It's going to happen for somebody. It's like people who win the lottery. Well, you're never going to win. Well, if you never spend $1, you never will win, right? You got to take that chance. You got to take. There's always a risk involved. There's always a risk involved. Two of Rods is a great card. It's about your path is really opening up. This is a fantastic card. This is also, I feel, one of the best cards in the deck, because that's half the battle in life. How am I going to, which direction should I go in? Where should I focus my energy? Because if you're trying to focus your energy in the wrong direction, you'll just keep hitting brick walls. It's not a matter of, strictly, hard work will get you everywhere. Not if you're beating your head against a wall or trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. You've got to be on the right path first, and then things just start, synchronicity starts happening. Everything starts clicking. Everything kind of starts falling in place. These rings, my fingers seem to be not on the skinny side today or something. They're just not all, they're kind of all not wanting to stay on my hands. They keep falling off to the side and stuff. Sorry about that. But the Sun is right with it. So, the other thing about this card, he holds the world in his hand. So you got the Two of Rods with the world in his hand. You got the world. So he sees the way to go to obtain the world, to obtain that everything. And the world itself is in the spread. So that's pretty awesome. The Sun card is here too. So the Sun is fantastic. It's like you're shining, you're glowing. You're using all your creative ideas and creative expression. You're feeling good. Mars going direct in Scorpio, a lot of Scorpios and Scorpio rising are going to feel better. As Mars has really put a drain on a lot of us, because I have Scorpio rising myself. And I feel like this Mars going forward, this is going to really, give you that boost, give you that energy, revitalize you, You've got some people here, and if you watch the intro, as I always say, it could be male, female, whoever, but Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords could be air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, male or female. Two of Rods could be a partnership. This could be somebody who's a partnership. That you're going to collaborate together, or you're going to start a business together, you're going to do some project together. Could be. Could totally be. Or maybe just even somebody that you're kind of assigned to at work, something like that. But, sometimes with the Sun, it talks about where the Sun is astrologically. So Sun in the last air sign would have been Gemini. So this could have been something that's kind of started in June or in Gemini time, right? And that is sort of, starting to happen now. You're really starting to see it. Because the 2 is one of the lower numbers. 0 for the Fool is 0. 2, lower numbers, beginning of this new path, beginning of this new trail that you're going to go on. So it could have been the time of Gemini that this sort of started happening, and now it's really kind of going full throttle. Coming down here, you do have the King of Rods also. On either corner of this thing, you have people cards. So there's going to be people involved. You're not going to be doing this all on your own, but it's going to require you to take this leap. Okay, King. Somebody who's more mature in life. Somebody who is further along in their path. Somebody who is has some experience, has some knowledge, I feel real strong that this King, whether male or female, has everything to do with this world card for you. I feel like they have a big part to play in it. The other thing, too, talking about timing and that, and the astrology stuff, could be when the Sun moves into Leo, which is happening this month on the 22nd of July. So this might be later in the month, after the 22nd, that this kind of happens. But I feel that this is a person or somebody, that there's going to be somebody showing up that could be, who is this world, who brings this world opportunity, with them. Again, Leo, Aries, or Sag could be their sign. So that World, you know, that's just such a great card. It's open. It's everything you ever wanted. It's having it all. And it's not only having it all like what you've envisioned, it goes even beyond that. It's bigger than you ever thought it could be. The World also sometimes talks about like travel and stuff. And if you're Scorpio rising, you know, stuff's in Cancer this month, and there's a new moon in Cancer on the 12th, you know, that's 9th house of travel. And the World sometimes can talk about traveling. So for some of you, this job could be overseas. This opportunity could be in overseas or in a different location. And maybe you'll travel there, but in these days, see, half the time you don't even have to. You can do it all, you know, via whatever, online or teleconferencing or whatever. You know, you can do it like that. So, but there's a possibility. And there's a possibility that this person also maybe is somewhere else in the world. You know, in a different part of the world. But that's not the problem. You know, that's not the problem. And then the World also is telling you, expand your scope, expand your vision, expand your horizons. Don't be in bondage to, these are all, I mean, the Devil's the major arcana, but these are minor cards, really. You know, these major arcana cards, there's these 4, that's more, that's the bigger picture. That's beyond, these are little problems in life, or things that you're, that you get caught up in your story. These are things of the mind, the little mind, you know, the monkey mind. And these cards are for the higher forces that are at work. You know, your spirit guides and angels, or even that part of yourself, maybe that is, you know, your higher self, or whatever you want to call it. So you've got some fantastic energies happening this month, Scorpio, with the Sun and the World. I mean, really can't get better than that. The only holdup is being in bondage and looking at what went wrong. You know, an attitude adjustment is going to go a long way towards opening these things up to you. Being more like the Fool, being ready for what's next, being looking forward to the future. What's coming next? I'm excited about the future. I'm open to the future. I'm open to the new things that are coming in. You know, I'm not stuck in the old paradigm, the old small-minded thinking, being in bondage and things like that. For some of you, this could be with this relationships, though, too. You know, being in bondage about relationships. This could have been an old relationship, and this could be a new relationship. But it feels so much more about big life moves than it is about just personal one-on-one. This feels kind of bigger. Well, for some of you it is. Maybe if that's everything that you want in this world is just to get married or whatever, then maybe that's finally showing up for you. Whatever the world is to you, whatever the sun is to you, whatever makes you shine and you glow and you light up, you know, whatever lights you up and feels, you know, makes your soul happy and your whole soul sings. If you are trying to get into a relationship, being Debbie Downer is not going to bring anything around. You got to, you know, got to get in that love, loving yourself and pouring that love outward to attract it. You know, this is all about getting caught in these cycles, because that's what the devil is. You get caught in these cycles of bondage, of doing the same thing over and over again, and of course expecting a different result. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what this animal totem is going to be for you guys. Don't forget to check the eye in the sky for all other information and hit the subscribe button. And please check out that Kickstarter campaign, because I really would love to get this new deck out for everybody. I'm real excited about it, and it's just going to be better all around. Okay, so what is the Scorpio's animal totem going to be for July 2016? Butterfly. Like that. Like the butterfly. Okay. No longer of the earth you take flight and soar with the angels. Release burdens and embrace the metamorphosis. Dance in joyous recognition of the ever-evolving now. That's what the Fool is. The Fool is in the ever-evolving now. He's so in the moment. He's so present and in the moment. He's not looking at the past. This is a really good card, because butterflies are joy, too. And just what I was talking about here, about being joyous and being loving. And the way, you know, you can say, oh, I try to be, but then all this bad stuff happened to me. You don't have to entertain this in your mind, you know. You don't have to wallow in it. You don't have to get caught up in it. Scorpios can sometimes hang on to stuff, you know. They can hang on to stuff for too long. It's hard to let go of. So it's about letting go. It's about releasing. It's about spreading your wings, totally. with these 3 major arcana. And then the thing about this taking flight with the angels, you know, that's what I was saying about these higher forces are definitely at work here. So it's up to you. You could stay here and keep repeating the same vibration over and over again, keep attracting and creating the same thing. But there's definitely an opportunity to break out completely with the world here. That's in the Fool, world, break out. I mean, the Fool doesn't really know where he's going. He's better. And I didn't put it that way, but in many decks he's about to walk off a cliff. But he's not worried at all. He's trusting, and he trusts that the universe is going to be there to catch him. You know, he's not looking. Look how this guy looks down, and this guy looks up. You know, the Fool looks up, and this one looks down. This is, you know, hold your head up. Have, you know, look on the bright side. Always look on the bright side of life. Da-da. Marty Python. That song just popped into my head. Yeah, I was actually there was a Van Morrison song that I was sort of leaning towards, and then Monty Python just jumped right in. But same message, you know. The bright side of the road, that's the other dude's song. But that's what it's all about, you know. It's about your attitude. This card being the central card, it's really about your attitude, because it's a choice. The Full Cups are there. Look at them. Look at the world. Be the butterfly. Spread your wings. Okay. Hey everybody, thanks so much for liking, sharing, commenting, purchasing all my stuff, the books, the coloring books, this book, the new deck, the Kickstarter. It's really appreciated. Everything you do for the channel, liking, sharing, commenting, donating, all that good stuff. It's all so appreciated. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out everything you can find out. There's an eye in the sky up there. Have a great month of July. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate, and I'll speak to you soon. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. It's a groovy deck designed to unlock your psychic potential. Combining the iconic tarot imagery of Pamela Coleman Smith with rock poster art to reveal a fresh new take on an ancient oracle. Each card contains keywords to help memorize the meanings, but as you progress, the text shapes may change and morph to reveal much more. Allow your mind to wander so that Spirit can communicate with you through the illustrations on the cards. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck is a full 78 card deck. The extra large size enables you to see the cards clearly and enjoy the vibrant artwork. Created by spiritual artist Vickie, who is a seasoned tarot reader herself, this beautiful deck is meant to grow with you as you progress forward on your path. In gratitude for your support, Vickie has created some rock-themed merch that is only available through Kickstarter pledges, including a concert ticket, backstage pass, and an all-access VIP laminated pass. The money from this campaign will go towards the manufacturing and shipping of the deck to Amazon fulfillment centers, where it then will be available for quick and easy purchasing and shipping worldwide. Additional funds will be used for the manufacturing of the merch and further promotion of the deck. Be sure to tune in to Vickie's YouTube channel for free monthly card readings and broadcasts from the universe.